Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and we're going to have a little bit of a shorter stream today. It is Leanne's birthday. Leanne is over here, if anyone wants to say happy birthday. Happy birthday!
Hello. I'm 30.
She's 30. She doesn't look a day over 20, I swear. So yeah, what we're going to do today, I've got a couple of decks. Let me just get the sound up here for you now. So I have a couple of decks here that I made last night. One is a particularly budget deck called Rareless Red. It's basically a mono red aggro deck, but it involves no rares whatsoever. I think that's the first deck that we're going to try out. It's based on the little Irish Dante. Hello, welcome to the stream. It is based on the deck building philosophy of have 9 playsets of cards that are most important to your deck, in this case kind of being aggressive, and then just jam 24 lands and go from there. So this is exactly what I did. I put together this list. It's just 9 playsets in total and 24 lands. When you look at the curve, you might think it's a little bit weird because there's no 4-drops and that sort of stuff, but if you put it all together, Theobald Wolfgang, hello, welcome to the stream, and yes, happy birthday to Leanne. She is, by the way, spills forever in the chat. So if you see her popping up, you know that's herself over there. But yeah, so the idea with this is basically it's a mono red aggro deck, except instead of the likes of the Experimental Frenzy or Rekindling Phoenix or anything like that, or even Chain Whirler, because they're all rares. If you want to get a deck, just start and just jam it out. This is the first thing that I put together. So 4 Fanatical Firebrand, 4 Gitsy Lava Runner, 4 Shock, 4 Lightning Strike, 4 Flame of Keld, 4 Viashino Pyromancer, 4 Frilled Death Spitter, because it's actually, believe it or not, kind of okay, particularly in Arena, because a lot of people don't have fully paired decks, especially if you're not playing in the competitive leagues or competitive events. Wizard's Lightning, because you have 8 wizards in the deck, so it's either going to be 3 mana deal 3 or 1 mana deal 3, so it's not too bad. And then ending at the top of the curve, if the game goes long, charging Monster Sword just to beat face. So that's the first deck that we're going to try today. If, by the way, anyone is on and would like to direct challenge me, playing either singleton, janky decks, tier 1 decks, doesn't matter. If you want to play, just make sure you're followed, click the follow button, and then click down in the chat. Just let me know here, I want to direct challenge you, 1v1 me IRL, and we'll do it live on stream. Okay? If there's anyone that wants to do that, feel free to go ahead now. Otherwise, I'm just going to jam out a quick game with this Rareless Red and see how it goes. So this deck, it's very, very, very cheap. Like I said, it's all uncommons and commons. A lot of them you will get from the basic intro decks and everything as well. So, Fanatical Firefrand. I can only guess that who Theobald Wolfgang actually is now. Yeah. Hey, Fran. I guess this hand seems kind of alright. I mean, you'll get a 2-2 with haste eventually. That's probably fine. Worst case scenario, if we draw action, we have the lands to play it. If we keep drawing lands, we'll have we will have a charging Monster Sword. So yeah, I think we'll keep it. Let's see if our opponent wants to keep or mull. I'm going to guess that they're going to keep. Hello, opponent. Okay, let's jump out of Lava Runner, see how this goes. Fran, for anybody else watching, is Theobald Wolfgang there, is a friend of ours, and he is the pun master, particularly with his own name. I've started recently taking to calling him Frangelina Jolie, because he seems to love hearing that so much. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that in case they try to been rumbled. But it's so good. The puns are so good. We're playing. This is weird. These blue white lists have started showing up only days after I started my own blue white list. It's very, very coincidental, isn't it? We'll attack in here now and see what they do. I think I'm just gonna lightning strike the face. Make sure I get the 2 damage in here. They're down to 14. They're probably not super happy about that. This is kind of annoying because I really want to play Charging Monster Soar. I really don't want to dump it to a Flame of Keld. But if I draw a land here, I will wait a turn. If I draw a removal spell, that thing is dying. Straight up. So, we'll see. Yeah, you can draw a card. Sure. Playing mono red against mono blue is kind of annoying because any creature that you leave alive, they're probably going to... yeah, I'm going to wait for the Charging Monster Sword here. You know, if they want to trade a creature, I'm probably okay with that. Okay, that works too. Yeah, I'm actually going to hold on to this Flame of Keld because I really want to put a Charging Monster Sword out because they will have serious trouble with that. If that resolves, they're going to have a lot of trouble with it because it will power through anything they have on their deck. Assuming that the biggest thing... Actually, they probably wouldn't even be running Tempest Djinn because that relies on having just straight islands. Yeah, I'm likely able to double spell next turn, but I really just want to get a Monster Sword out just for them angry dino beats. Plus, there's nothing more like frightening than seeing one of these bad boys fly out. I mean, the War Leader just looks terrible in comparison to this, I guess, you know? Maybe not. I'll swing on in, see what they do. If they want to trade them, I'm also fine with that. I know they're going to gain, what, 2 here? I don't think it's that big of a deal, really, but... to be honest, I don't know, because this is a weird... Ah, God. This is a weird deck. This isn't an intro deck that they're playing. It's not a... It just seems to be a weird sort of janky Bruce sort of thing. I think I just want to... How much am I going to take here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I don't want to block one of those. Maybe I want to block the deckhand. Oh, it can't be blocked. May as well block something, I guess. Well, actually... I'm not going to block anything. Yeah, I'll take it all. I'm risking it here. I'm risking it that we get another attacker in here or something. I know it's very risky, but hey, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Come on, opponent. I'm okay with you getting the counters. That's fine. Because if we play the Gitsu Lava Runner and they've no other blocker, they're just dead. I believe, maybe. I suppose it. Well, it depends on what we draw, actually. I forgot all about the lifelink. If I had my punt counter up and running in the chat, which I'm yet to get the hang of and work it out, but that would go probably towards a punt here. Is my opponent okay? They seem to be taking their time. Hello, opponent. No? They got connection issues, maybe? It seems a bit weird considering their timer thing isn't moving. But oh, maybe not. Yeah. Wow. Ripping peps, bro. No, I still don't think this is actually good enough now because of those little dudes. Yeah. Looking back on it now, Irish Dante, you're probably right. Getting the dudes in with getting the Flame of Keld out probably was a better call there. But I guess we just jam this at something. I mean, ideally face, but yeah, we're not. I don't think we're gonna win this one here. Just take face. Yeah, I think that costs us the game, but hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's fine. You agree on flyer? I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I asked why not the flyer.
What do you mean? Why not? Why not the what? Why didn't I bolt the flyer? Oh, because I just drew that and I'm dead this turn anyway. So even if this thing lived or died, but because this thing's unblockable as well. So oh well, not a great start for Rareless Red, but that was it was a weird game because it was a slightly strange deck. If it's a deck that is known, it's much easier to work around. But if you're that's one of the tricky things with Arena sometimes is if you're playing against someone that's just jamming random rares into one of the intro decks or something, it's very, you know, it's very difficult to predict what your opponent's going to do or what they're going to play. In this sort of matchup, you're most likely to do the control-based deck because you can clear with burns. Yeah, that's probably true. Probably true. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a particularly good aggro player. Always bolt the bird. Was it a bird though? I mean, I knew it was flying, but it was a pirate siren wizard. Pirate siren wizard? Is that correct? Is it 3 creature types? Well, looks like we're on the burn plan, boys. Let's hope this isn't mono life gain dot deck. Otherwise this hand seems excellent. We're just playing burn. I hate seeing white. Hate seeing white. Sure. No, don't do that. Combat, please. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're off to the races. Let's go. Yeah, cool. Yep, looks like I'm going to be bolting a lot of dudes in this matchup. Get in. Alright. Yeah, this is the one deck I really didn't want to see with this. I'm up. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I mean, a strike feels a bit wasted on this to get a 1/1 in, so you know, I think I'll just pass. Yeah, I'll just pass. And step on lightning strike or hit this if they start committing a lot to the board. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to just kill this now. Because if that dies when she comes out, then yeah, it's not going to be great. I just kill it. It's probably best to just get it out of the way. I know I'm now just sort of relying on burn, but Flame of Kel's going to refill my hand pretty quickly, so it's probably not going to be that. Wait, hold on. How did that? Oh, okay. Yep, I saw that mistake. Oh my god, what have I done? I can't believe I've done this. Ah, I thought it was whenever another creature you control dies. Oh, don't clip this. Don't clip this. This is not MTG top 5 material. It is not. It is strictly not. Point count at the moment already. 10, 12 minutes into stream is already at 2, Dave. So I can't believe you've done this. I'm just gonna kill it. I'm just gonna kill it. This is not going well at all. I think I need something to commit to the board. I'm okay with getting rid of one burn spell. Rip and peps. Rip a doodle doo. Oh, that was such sad times. Oh, I just can't beat this now. I don't think I have anything in the deck that actually takes care of a 4 toughness guy. Pump Master strikes again. Yeah, that's me. I think my best hope is to attack next turn and hope that Twilight Prophet blocks. Yeah, if you want to 1v1 David Ryan, yeah, I'm all for that. Just throw down your username and your little code number that's after your username when you go into direct challenge, and yeah, we'll throw it a game. I feel like this one's going to be over quickly enough. This is just going to be yeah, you got that, buddy. Yep, let's do it. The city's blessing, so now they're just going to reverse bob me every turn. I think this one's going to be over pretty quick. If next turn I attack and they block with the Twilight Prophet, which they're now not going to do, that's for sure. I guess I'm just going to take it. No, wait. No, wait. Oh, I thought you meant wait in the game. Sure, yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's not fantastic. I guess I'll go to combat and at least get something out of the way, right? I also feel I have to lightning this Prophet. I'll throw out a Death Spitter. Yeah, move to Scoop Step, yeah. I'm gonna see what the next one draw is, and if it's no good, then I'm out of here. They're ahead on lands. They're way further ahead on life than they should be. Actually, they have a lord. They have a lord. There's no point. We're just wrecked here. GG's opponent. I'd normally let them just kill me out, but that generally doesn't make for good content. So, is there a draw that fixes the game? Let me check the deck. Let's see. Let me check the deck. Charging Monster Sword fixes a lot of things, but probably not that. If they decided to block with literally everything, maybe. I don't think so. Yeah, David Around. So I'm going to take your. Hold on a second. Get good on top deck Star of Extinction in a mono red deck, where the stream or where the curve stops at 5. Yeah, that sounds kind of okay actually. Sorry, every time I swap out into Streamlabs, the broadcasting software, where I can see the chat in order to grab the details, like when I'm going to be 1v1ing against Dave here, it always cuts the audio. So when I go back, there we go. Actually, there's an option in here, I think. Let me just make sure that that's working. Yeah, play audio while minimized. Now if I swap over, hey, the audio stays. This is good. Very good. Yeah, sweet. So let's get this direct challenge going. Storm Warden 89 and your code. What kind of deck do you want to play, David Rand? Do you want to play tier 1, singleton, anything in particular? I'm trying to think what kind of deck would be fun to play right now. I still can't get over how much fun. If you guys had missed it at all, Machine Gun Burn the other day was that's a 10 out of 10 deck. So tier 1 you. I might just try Machine Gun Burn against tier 1. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure if this doesn't work very well, then you know I'll pull out an actual deck. And I'll happily 1v1 you again. Just gonna grab myself a mouthful of coffee while we have all this suspense music waiting for David Wren. It's good coffee. Yeah, it makes great coffee. Oh, my code. My code. It should be on screen right now, actually. Let me just go in and get it. My apologies, I forgot to put it into the chat. How silly of me. There you go. There's my code. You want to 1v1 me? Let me know and throw that down in your thingamadoodle. Hey, we got it. Okay. Let's see what we got going on now. So tier 1. I'm trying to remember what your tier 1 deck is. This hand is so silly. This hand is so silly. Do we have enough payoffs? I actually don't know if we do, but I suppose we could try play the control game for a bit. Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. Hello, opponent. Brand new opponent. Storm Warden 89. You're right, Irish Dante. It was on screen. One tapped boy. Sure thing. Let's see where this is gonna go now. Really, really hoping for a land. This deck operates ideally on 3 lands. Here's to hoping I get one. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's get this on. Now just please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Whew. Really respecting the gutter snipe there, that's for sure. I think I want to just crash through, just draw another card, see if I can get anything of worth here. Fire Urchin's fine. Doesn't die to Moment of Craving, doesn't die to Golden Demise, so that's kind of okay. That might be the more reliable plan for this match, perhaps. White as well, running Esper, we say. I'm okay with Warlord's Furying here. See, we draw. Okay, that's not great, but let's go. Shock you. Lightning strike you. Whoa, hefty, hefty. I felt that one. You know when it does a load of damage and it just goes like, oh, feels so good. The way the impact and the basiness of it is actually just bigger the more damage you're doing. It's very sweet, very satisfying. That's a Teferi.
Right on schedule. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Sure? Oh, come on. Okay, so what can we do here? We can for sure take out the Teferi if we want to. How much damage can I do here? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get him to 2 this turn, but then I'm totally out of gas. I think it's probably safer to take out the Teferi. Yep. You do that. And then I'm going to Lightning Strike this bad boy. And if he does anything to stop this, at least I have another one. Sure. I'll just make sure Teferi's dead. I know I'm out of gas, but if he's out of Teferi's, that's okay.
I won't let you win.
Here's to drawing Flame of Kel now would be really good, actually. Really nice. Okay, drawing literally anything now would be really nice. Okay, here's to hoping we get something good. I wouldn't say that's good, but looks like he's getting his Teferi back. Nice. Little scorpion boy. Really? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a rough time here. Wido. Okay, yep. Yeah. Oh, this game is done.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Yeah, looks like I'm taking 7 to the face. Oh, you're not getting life. That's kind of the important thing, so...
Let's skip to the good part.
What can I do here? I can cantrip into a bunch of random crap. Followed by like a lightning strike. That might do it. Well, that's not it anyway. That's for sure. Yeah, GG. GG. This is not going anywhere. Yeah, sad boys. Okay, if you want a 1v1 again, Dave, I will play with a more tiered deck than random machine gun burn. I'm fine with that. What have we got here? What have we got? Yeah, if you want to go again, just give us a shout. Let me know. I will play a more reasonable deck, as opposed to some absolute hot garbage that I threw together in 10 minutes 2 days ago. But yes, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give, for now anyway, if anyone wants to play that's watching at the moment, if anyone wants to play, just throw it in the chat for a quick 1v1 and I'll be more than happy to play. At the moment though, I think we're gonna throw another quick one. You want a quick one now? Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's do a quick one now. Let me play something a bit better. What do we play? What kind of deck will we put together here to play against? I can't remember what's in this. Let me see what's in it. This is full of random trash. It's no good at all. How about... You know, how about I put in my is a Phoenix. I'm not sure of the matchup between is a Phoenix and Esper Control. I don't know which one is favored. Because if this was Jeskai Control, I would say there might be a slight favor towards the Phoenix deck. Mostly because even if stuff gets countered, you can still get stuff out. But between black and white in Esper, you have a lot of exile effects. So this hand seems fine. We can turn 3 a Phoenix and draw a bag of cards, so that's probably okay. Might just be not doing anything for a couple turns, but it's also probably fine. Whoop. You know, I'll play the life. Play the life. Yeah, go ahead. Lopped. That does not look like something I want to drop. Neither does that. Not with this deck. Yeah, we'll throw this in, and here's passing. Yeah, why not? To get these lands out of the way. Okay. It'd be really good to get a... Oh, it's only a 2/4 now. It's probably not a whole lot of point. I feel like there's a counter being held up, so I'm not wild on the idea of casting this right now. I think I'm just passing. Well, I can always chart a course, actually. It's not like I have a whole lot else to be doing. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, this sets up next turn kind of nicely. assuming that there's no counter for this guy, then we might be okay. I'm expecting a counter, by the way, but we shall see. I feel if counter spells are used on this, it might be. I mean, I know it's good, but I don't think it's to the point that it warrants countering it. You could probably just kill it with something instead. I'm expecting a removal spell on it now, though. Okay, moment of craving, maybe? Yep. Yeah, you got it. This kind of works out, though, because if I get any other spell, I'll be able to triple spell this turn. Yeah, that works out. That works out. So if we radical idea, into radical idea, into shock. Now the question is, does he have a saddle? The fact that he has held up all his mana and not played something like a Teferi makes it feel like there is. However, I'm not going to win this game if I don't just actually start taking lumps out of him. So I think this is okay to do. I think this is okay. I don't think it's a huge risk. I mean, he could very well have it, but hey, if he does, he does. Okay, we're clear so far. That's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, that's a thing that works. Yeah. Okay. Not to worry though. Not to worry. If he wants to essence scatter this, that's actually kind of okay. Yeah. That's sure. I think I'm gonna discovery. See how this goes. Bin. Yep. That's okay, I guess. I think I'm just gonna play this tapped. I'm gonna stick to Drake. Because I felt there was well, actually no, he was tapped out at that point. Yeah. Might have been a good call. Might have been a good call. Yeah. Sure.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Hold that thought.
Yep, you got it. What's up to 5-4? Yep, you got it. Yes. Okay, so we slam out an island. I'm going to radical idea discarding the mountain. Draw into another spell will be great. That's 10 out of 10. Yep. I am okay with that in the bin. What can I do this turn? No, I can't do it this turn. But that's actually alright. That's 2 spells cast so far and then a shock. Yeah, that's okay. Next turn I'll be sticking Drakes, that's for certain. Now I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna shock the Teferi. Because when these Phoenix come back, I can send one at Teferi and one on face, and probably maximize the damage. I'm aware that a seal away is a thing that exists here, and same with Moment of Craving.
Plan B, as soon as I think of one.
Seems that actually worked out. That was fine. Let's see, opponent, what do you got? What do you got? At least now next turn, I can really force the issue. Because if they feel they have to wipe the board now, which if it was me, I'd be trying to wipe the board, or at least kill some stuff. Yep, that works out okay. I'm not quite sure why that was main phased, but however. At least now I have 2 of these guys that I can fight through counters and still jumpstart at maximized velocity by dropping a Phoenix, so I think I'm okay with that. Yep. Now you're tapped out and in a lot of trouble. This works. Yep. Let's go. Have you got an answer to both of these right now? That's close enough. Close enough. Is it going to be enough, though? We'll find out. I'm going to drop one of these. I'm then going to do this. And I'm then going to do this. We got there? Did we get there? Meh. Why not? Yeah, you got it. You got it. Let's go, let's go. The faster I click, the faster they fly. GG, Dave. Good game. Yeah, I really enjoyed that deck quite a bit. So much fun. It just comes out of nowhere as well. One of the reasons why I didn't stick the Drake as well, Irish Dante, is because when you're drawing that many cards, particularly against the control deck, when you're drawing that many cards, you want to, like, going on the Phoenix plan is perfectly fine, because they have like a lot of control players have a tendency to not want to use any of like the cheaper removals, like the moment of craving and stuff, on the Phoenixes, which often it's often correct to do so because it buys you a lot of time. But if you stay on the Phoenix plan for a while, because you're drawing so many cards, you have a very large chance of getting multiple threats in your hand. So like that, at a point where they have enough mana up or enough cards in hand to counter 1, maybe 2 things, and you're at a point where you can drop 2 or 3 threats in 1 turn, then that's where the bonus of holding on to the Drakes are. It's not all the time now, and it is usually just against control decks and stuff, but it is something that I found it works actually quite well. It's one of the ways that I like to approach it through for control decks anyway. But yeah, anybody that's in the chat at the moment, if you want to do a 1v1 game, I'm happy to take you on with either tier 1 or random jank or singleton, anything at all. In the meantime, I am just throwing out a couple of games with a couple of random decks that I threw together. At the moment, we were playing with Rareless Red. I'm going to do another game of that and see how that goes. It hasn't been performing spectacularly yet. It seems to be very much what it says in the tin. You know, rareless deck is rarely good, but I mean, if it gets you started in arena, it gets you started and get a couple of games out of it. So let's see what our opponent is gonna have. The main problem with this deck, to be honest, is the fact that so many people are on black-white-life-gain.deck at the moment on arena. So anytime you try to do any kind of aggressive thing, they're like, oh, hang on a second. A Johnny's Pride Mate, also I gain 1,000,000 life, now they're huge, and you can't kill me. Which, this hand's fine. Which is not ideal. Hello, opponent. Keep smashing the button. Sure, have another one. Are they on like a mono... There is a mono black mid-rangey kind of thing going around at the moment. Also mono black control. And I'm trying to build mono black aggro. Mono black seems to be more viable than people think it is at the moment. I know it has a problem with specific permanents. Not so much ones that are often used, like There's the mono black decks have a big problem with Carnage Tyrant and Vine Mare, more so than anything else. But I don't know. You can use Detection Tower to get around that, I suppose. So it's probably more viable than I'm giving it credit for. Well, turns out they're blue-black. They must have just been having mana issues. That kind of hurts. So does this. Jeez. Do I really want to be binning 3 of those, though? Before the end of this turn, anyone in chat, if you want me to just throw the Flame of Keld and ignore these 3 charging monster swords, be my guest. Give me an excuse to do so. Really not sure. This is... I mean, I know I'll get a bunch of other... If I get a bunch of lands, then sure I'll have good draw, good draw, good draw, but I'll give it one more turn, I think. Yeah, I'll give it one more turn. I know it's not very mana efficient, but it's also not very card efficient to discard the majority of a hand. Now it's even less likely for me to get rid of it. Yeah. Wow, they just... What are they playing? They're playing Ritual of Soot, plus 3 drops. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we'll wait. I think this is just too much gas to rely on one more land. We've 24 lands, and we've played 4. There's 4 here. That's 8, and 4 here is 12. So discard a card. I mean, sure. I guess I should have probably seen this coming. Are they gonna thought erasure me? Maybe. That's what I feel I'd be doing if I had it in hand. Oh well, get a charging monster sword, I guess. Please don't counter this. Ooh, nice. Yeah, they're gonna have to get some answers quickly here. Yeah, I guess that's alright. That goes back to their hand, so I have to be careful. Do I want to play the Charging Monster Sword this turn, or do I want to play the Flame of Keld, knowing that to minimize the impact of this? Do I want to just put... Actually, I'll leave this mountain in hand in case they play Disinformation Campaign. I can discard the mountain and keep the Flame of Keld. I think this is just going to cause more of a headache for my opponent if they don't counter it. And I've got double blue out, so I don't expect any, well, unexplained disappearance, but I'll leave it at that. See how my opponent reacts to this big boy. I think my opponent is a little concerned about the mono red Reality Smasher. Or maybe not. Well, at least they're not making me discard cards this turn, so that's something. Unless I have a land to play now. Maybe. Maybe. Yep, I'll take it. Okay. It's a good job I can do both this turn. That's quite nice. I'm gonna Wizard's Lightning Your Face, put you to 1. That means nearly anything in my deck kills you, so I feel that's alright. I feel if my opponent had a way to negate this or something now, it would be a good idea. Nope. Looks like we might get there against blue-black Sword of Surveil. Cheap. This is a pretty budget deck by the looks of it. Rituals. There's a few gold cards. They really have to answer this, like, now. They had a way to maybe bounce this or do anything to it. Now's the time to do so. What do you got? Oh, that works. Oh, that works. I was not expecting that. Welp. Looks like I lose. Sad boys. Sad boys. They are dead to nearly anything that I top deck though. Unless this starts getting in hits. Which would really suck. Yep. Hey, the little spore guy's back. Look at him go. Heading up under my video there. And if I look here, is it here? Yeah. Ah, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. I don't have 2 in there? Ah, rip. I honestly thought I would have had 2 by now. Oh, oh. 1 point of life. 1 point of life. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not good at this deck. Maybe I'm just a scrub. A mono red scrub. It's entirely possible. Let's see what other decks we have. There's one that's bound to do a little bit better. That is this white weenie deck. It's not perfectly the tier 1 build, but it's pretty close. So we have 4. It's gonna be kind of hard to see under my video there, but 4 Dauntless Bodyguard, 4 Healer's Hawk, 4 Leona Vanguard, 4 Rustwing Falcon, 3 Snowborn Sentry. Then we have 2 Pride of Conquerors, 2 Knight of Grace, 4 Johnny's Pride Mate, 4 Dante Vanguard, 4 Banalish Marshal, 2 History Benalia, 4 Conclave Tribunal, and then just 19 planes. It's pretty close. I mean, it doesn't have Dante the first fort because I'm actually quite low on rares, rare wildcards at the moment. So rather than getting those, I figured I'd just throw an extra couple of 1-drops in. I know it's not ideal, but we're not exactly tier 1 deck gameplay here, so we'll see how this goes. Anybody in the chat at the moment, if you've joined recently, first of all, welcome to the stream. This is the Jank Tank, and I'm your host, Syvantir. If you would like to play a 1v1 direct challenge game, all you have to do is pop down into the chat there. And if you are following the channel, just throw down your username. You see it here. As I bring it up on screen, you'll see, click on direct challenge, the 2 swords at the top, the username. Just copy and paste that down into the chat, and we'll do a 1v1 game. But in the meantime, we're going to try out this white weenie deck. See how this goes. It's very similar to a lot of the builds that were run around the Pro Tour. So, though, like I said, not exactly identical. But we shall see how this plays out. It's a fun deck. There was actually a very similar deck to this. It was Mono White Ascend, roughly around the time of, I believe it was Rivals of Ixalan. I'm on the draw and I've got 3 1-drops. I think I'm okay with 1 land. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually okay with that. Sure, look. Not punished. How good is this? I meant to make that a Healer's Hawk. Oh well. That's a Vraska. Man, I am just punting real hard tonight. Pick this boy. 1 Healy boy. No. I mean, yeah, I'll attack with my O3 into a 3-2. No problem. Sorry, opponent. Sorry for taking your time. Yep, you got it. If this gets really big, I'll be really sad. Rejuke was only actually saying this on coverage there the other day. When you get 2 lands off of a Jade Light Ranger, that is, in Golgari midrange in particular, that is, feels so good. Because yeah, sure, you only get a 2/1, but you're essentially drawing 2 cards. You are drawing 2 cards. which is quite nice indeed. Now, what we're gonna do, I think the best thing here is if we throw down a Pride Mate. I think we'll just attack with the Healer's Hawk. Just get this Pride Mate a little bit bigger and make it into an actual threat. Healer's Hawk, woo! Oh, look up here. Hang on, you'll see it now. Little scorpion boy. My buddy. Yeah, this is gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't go so great. What do I want to do here? Do I want to just start trying to get dudes out of the way, or I mean, I can Conclave Tribunal something and then just attack with the Healer's Hawk anyway. I think that's probably an okay play to make. Then again, if we just build out the board, what do I want to do here? I guess probably try and go for mana efficiency. Stick out a Knight of Grace. Attack with the Healer's Hawk anyway. And just see what happens. I mean, because I guess there's nothing that I particularly want to Conclave Tribunal just yet, because I mean the most dangerous thing on board is a Merfolk Branchwalker, for crying out loud. Having a first strikey boy here is pretty good. I feel this is not a great card against this deck. I'm okay with dropping this Snubhorn, because the likelihood of me getting a Sand here is actually kind of low, so yeah, Knight of Grace is stopping anyone from attacking here, so I'm pretty happy with that call. Yeah, the question is, do we Knight of Grace and Conclave Tribunal and then next turn Banalish Marshal and do a lot of damage? Conclave Tribunal getting the Elders Reborn out of here because they've got a Vraska in the bin. I think that's the way to go. So yes, we will Knight of Grace. Then we will Conclave Tribunal. And we will tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Target this boy. Okay. Don't think I want to attack here. The fact that this Knight of Grace is first strike and protection and hexproof from black in particular in this matchup is fantastic. Yeah, looks like we're on the same plan next turn as well. I really don't want them to get that Vraska back, and I really don't want to be discarding cards. I think it's just a Dauntless Bodyguard. I'd rather have a Healer's Hawk knowing that I can keep my life total high. So yeah, we'll go with that. Hey, look, we could just Conclave Tribunal on its own. Or will we Banalish Marshal and then Conclave Tribunal? That feels like an okay play. And we'll tap this Plains. I don't want him really attacking or blocking anyway, preferably. One of these. And then I think I'll just tap the Healer's Hawk as well, because I don't feel like I need to attack with this, so Golgari doesn't run that many Eldritch Reborns now. It's only 1 or 2. As far as I know, a lot of them don't run any main board. They just run them sideboard. Mostly for control matchups. Or opposing Carnage Tyrants. Oh yeah, that's something I don't want to see. Well, I guess if their Explore creatures are already out, it's not going to do a whole lot. That's not ideal. Though, that's kind of nice. So we're going to win this race, particularly if we use this on that 4-3 now. But I actually think that the best way to go here is... I'm kind of worried about this guy. I know they've allowed their Explorer guys out for already, but I think it's time to be proactive. We're an aggro deck here, so we'll get it down against this guy. Mama Luigi over here. You just got dungarees. Yeah. Let's be having you. I am okay with clearing their board for the most part. And I'm okay with trading one of these for their biggest guy. And before this is an Explorer creature. It's actually pretty good.
Everyone is expendable except me.
I never noticed that. When Vraska sacrifices stuff, little mushrooms just pop up. Like little cartoony mushrooms. This isn't exactly where I want to be with this deck. That Vraska needs to get dead, like ASAP.
That got my attention.
Yeah. At least the Vraska can't kill this, so that's not
Was probably going to die.
great. That is something I'm happy to see right now, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in on here, you in on here, and you in on here. And if they want to trade their board to make sure that lives for one turn, I think it's okay.
I can take it.
Yeah, this seems okay. They're probably gonna kill themselves. Sure. I expected this deck to have a hard time dealing with this. Now, granted, it wasn't a smooth walk in the park there or anything, but it seems fine. It seemed okay. I think I'll give that another go. I was quite a fan of the little life gain duo that Team Channel Fireball had at the Pro Tour. The turn 1 Healer's Hawk, turn 2 Johnny Pridemate. Now I've got a 3/3 and I've gained a life and you've taken a damage. What are you going to do? That's a nice little piece of technology they had. Oh, Mono Pridemate. Playing Cat Tribal, guys. Cats and dinos. I mean, if I get any life gain here at all, this hand just gets out of control. How many life gain things are there? 4 Healer's Hawks, 4 of those cat boys. What are the cat boys called again? Cat ladies, cat men, cat things. Either way, I think we're keeping this. It's a slower hand than you'd be used to with this deck, but it's probably fine. Well, turn 3 History of Benalia sounds like a nice curve up from these boys. Coffee. Fuel for the soul. Our opponent is opponent really likes tapped non-gate dual lands on non-gate tribal. Oh, these soldiers are going to be very painful. Assuming that Banalish Marshal lives. Going turn 3 History of Benalia, turn 4 Banalish Marshal. it's gonna be nice. Are they just gonna kill it? Yeah. I mean, if I was the opponent, I probably would do the same. So it's fair. So we're on, is it Drake's by the looks of it? History of Benalia is great for getting for helping to get ascent for the Snubhorns, which is good. It's good. all we need to do now is just land this Banalish Marshal and beat face. Welcome anybody that's come along to the stream in the last few minutes, by the way. It's been a little bit of a bump in viewership. Welcome to the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and if you would like to play a game against me, I'm currently doing 1v1. So all you have to do is, if you're followed, or if you're not followed, just click follow, and in the chat just throw down that you want to play against me, and put down your username within Arena, and I'll play you on stream. Okay. I might actually save this Banalish Marshal for next turn and just see what happens. I think playing out an Ajani's Pridemate and an Adanto Vanguard is going to be enough to scare our opponent a little bit, especially considering we now have Ascent. Yeah, I'm happy to attack in with these. If they want to trade an Electromancer, that just means the likelihood of them actually going off is quite low, so I'm okay with that. I'm not sure why they're hovering over all these guys. I think they're debating whether to block this or to block the Snubhorn Sentry, but yeah, I mean that just makes sense for my opponent. Next turn they're in for a world of hurt. Serious world of hurt. I feel like that's not the target I'd be making right now, considering History of Benali is about to go off, but okay, sure. These knights are about to get huge. Yep, you got it. Are they gonna try and... well, they've got no Phoenix yet anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Have you got it? Have you got a Phoenix? Yeah, you got it, buddy. Are they just trying to grow the Drake to make it so that one of these will... oh, never mind if they want to get damage in. Sure. I'll go to 16 and you'll go down a blocker? I don't understand. I really feel like that was a bad call, opponent, but you do you. Attack for 19? Sorry, 18? Have they instantly regretted their decision? Oh, I felt that one. Felt that one. And it felt good. Are they in trouble? I feel like they're in trouble. Yep. Nice. Weenies for the win. To be fair, even if the opponent didn't attack in there, I think they were screwed anyway. So yeah. We'll throw in another game here. See how this goes. If any of these games, or if any of these decks turn out to be particularly good, I will be running them through constructed events. At the moment we're just having a bit of chill play through the ladder matches, and if anybody wants to play a game, feel free to throw down in the chat. Currently the queue is empty, so you'll be first in line to play live on stream with me here. This feels totally fine. I'll be gaining life from turn 2. Get 3 dudes out in the field. Feels okay. Feels good. I mean, come turn 2, I'm basically out of gas, but the board will also be nice and full. So there's that. Hello, opponent. Healer talk. If I wanted to get most damage in, I'd lead with Leona Vanguard. The worst one to play out of the 3 on turn 1 is Rustwing Falcon, but I feel that's not even that big of a deal. Go to combat. So from turn 3 I'm attacking for 4 a turn, and I have a Conclave Tribunal ready to protect against whatever they might put down. Might be okay. If they start killing stuff I won't be super happy, but that's actually okay. I'm okay with playing against that. Yeah, I'd be happy to play against you. No problem at all. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna beat face. This felt like it was a pretty good hand for this deck so far. Now they don't know I've got a Conclave Tribunal. And I'm okay with using it on that Journey to Eternity. I think what I'm going to do here, which is quite nice actually, I'm going to Dauntless Bodyguard, and I'm going to do it on the Healer's Hawk, I think, or will I do it on Leona Vanguard? I'll do it on Leona Vanguard mostly because it's gaining me the life that I'm able to use to pump into the Adanto Vanguard itself. So I think I'm alright with that. I am then also going to do this by tapping said Dauntless Bodyguard, and then 3 mana here, and targeting your Journey to Eternity. Scoops! Yep, they moved to scoop it up, Step. That's fine. I think they were really relying on that flipping. Yep. You got it. Alright, let's see what we got going on now. Do we have somebody to 1v1? I will throw it down here in the chat. If you want to do a 1v1, you'll be first in the queue. Welcome anybody that's just joined. This is the Jank Tank. My name is Syvantir. We are janking it out today with a couple of interesting and weird decks. I'm yet to actually get to Pants Party, mostly because it's not finished. This is actually a very rough first draft of a deck, but the name is fantastic, so if anyone really wants me to play it, I will play it, though bear in mind it's not finished and it's probably really terrible. But yes, I think Spills, do you want to play Singleton, or do you want to play competitive, or what do you want to do? Also, anybody playing, if you would like to play with me Singleton, yeah, that's fine. If you would like me to play against you, I'm happy to 1v1 you live on stream now. All you have to do is be a follower of the channel and throw down the chat, 1v1 me. That's it. So without further ado, I am going to get set up for a direct challenge here with Spills Forever. The second? Yes. Second challenger of the night. We've been up and running now for about an hour or so. We've played a good few games through with Rareless Red. Not amazing. Super budget, but I mean it's exactly what it says. It's got no rares in it whatsoever. Spills, whenever you are ready, all you got to do is just copy and paste the thingy in, and we will be good to go. But in the meantime, I'll show you that deck very quickly. The Rareless Red. So it's fine. I mean, it's got a lot of the things you'd usually see: Fanatical Firebrand, Gitu Lava Runner, Shock, Flame of Keld, Lightning Strike, Vishan Pyromancer, Wizard's Lightning. Then the only real differences is Frel Deathspitter, just to help curve it out, and Charging Monster Sword, because it's actually still just a good card. So yes, okay, 1v1. Yes, we actually just had a quick bump in viewership there, so welcome anybody that's just joined us. What we are doing is we are playing 1v1 matches. People are direct challenging me, just throwing their username down into the chat if they're a follower of the channel. All you have to do to take part as well is just throw your username down in the chat, make sure you're followed, and we'll have a game. You will be next in queue directly after Spills Forever, which is up first. So all you have to do when you want to set up direct challenge, you just paste in their username there, pick the deck you want to play with. In this case, we're going Singleton, and let's see, I'll go with Grixis Singleton. Seems like a bit of fun, so we'll stick that in there and then just hit play. And if my opponent has done it the same on the other side, which I know they have, we should get some sort of result. Spills, did you put in a capital S in Syvantir by any chance? Because if you did not, then it will not actually show up. Yeah, we found out the hard way. We were here for about 10 minutes trying to get this up and running before. And let me see if we can do that again there. Seems to be acting a bit funny. Spills Forever 29516. Yeah, that's what we have in the chat here. See if that goes again there. Spells, if you would like to just try it again on your side there. Seems to be no real success on this here, which is a bit strange. Okay, that doesn't appear to be working. If there's anyone out there that would like to 1v1 and see if we can actually get a game running, if you want to put it down, yeah, I'm gonna try another game now, Spills, and then we'll come back and try that one more time. But if anyone else wants to test it as well, feel free to. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just throw in another quick game of White Weenie and see how it goes. Yeah, cool. It might be a case of just closing down and reopening Arena or something along those lines, perhaps. But I found the number one reason for this not working, if anyone ever has problems with this, by the way, so you know, is that it is case sensitive. If you're ever playing 1v1 against me, just make sure you have the capital S in Syvantir. And that's it. Oh, I'm against Omen of the Undead. Sounds incredibly ominous. Well, we have the turn 1, turn 2 ideal combo here, and I'm on the draw with one land. I think it's probably okay. Hello, opponent. Ah, ha, ha, never punished. Turn run healer sock. Sometimes you just gotta ask the question. Sometimes they just don't have the answer. And they're just gonna kill it, aren't they? There's an opponent that respects the healer's hawk. You gotta respect that. Yeah, it's a good call. Good call to kill that. Bolt the bird. Or in this case, dead the bird. Wait the bird. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? Not very efficient with our mana to do this, but I feel it's probably an alright idea to protect the Primate. Ideally, we'd like to protect the Banalish Marshal, but there's no guarantee that we're going to get a 4th land anytime soon, so in order to play this with this, so well, we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, so I feel my opponent is holding up something, perhaps a cast down. But you know what? Let's ask the question. If they don't have an answer, we're golden. No answer so far. I am okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whenever a Plaguecrafter or an Eldritch Reborn comes down in this deck and you have a Snowborn Sentry out, unless you already have Ascend, it's always this, because they're making you sacrifice some of your permanents, so the chances of you getting Ascend just drops dramatically. So I'm okay with this. I'm also okay with that as a draw. That's not bad, especially against this deck, and especially considering they're tapped out now, because they can't be targeted by basically any removal spell in their entire deck, which is pretty good. And at this point, it's Ritual of Soot or bust for my opponent, and there had to have been a land there. I think they're just scoops. Move to scoop step. Oof. What can you find off that is going to save you? Evidently nothing. Yeah, this deck. If you don't have answers in hand, you're in for a bad time. Very bad time. Spills, if you want, we can give it another go. Try this old 1v1 out. So direct challenge. I'm just going to go back over to the chat and make sure that I am copying and pasting exactly what you put in there. Pop it in. Just let me know when you're good to go and we can play. So if anybody's joined recently, we're just doing a bit of 1v1. If you want to play, just throw it down in the chat and you'll be next in queue. In the meantime, I'm gonna have some coffee. Give me 2 mins. Sure. Okay. I guess I'll just throw in another game of White Weenie while I'm at it. Because if anything, this game will be over in 2 minutes. I'll either win fast or lose fast, and I'm okay with that. This is it's kind of a fun deck for that. It's got some scary good curves. Like if you go into turn 1 Healer Talk, turn 2 Johnny's Pride Mate, turn 3 History of Benalia, turn 4 either another History or Benalish Marshal, they're gonna have a bad time. I think I'm gonna be incredibly greedy here because I've got 3 1-drops. I know I'm going first and only 1 land, but it's a turn 1 Healer's Hawk hand. How can you say no? Oh, if my opponent shocks their deadweights it again like they did last game, then they will say no. It's an opener that I'm kind of okay with seeing. I'm sticking a bodyguard. Yep, you got it. What are they playing? Are they just playing Stompy? Rampy? This feels closer to one of the opener decks. You know, the welcome decks. The mono green one has a few Llanowar and a few Rejuvenators, and they ramp into silly things like I think there's like 1 Gigantosaurus or something in there. This is irritating. I could really do with another land here, but I'm okay with just getting in with this for the moment. Next turn I'll get in with the 2 of these unless they play something bigger, which I mean they could. They're now up to... Okay, they're playing Elf Ball. Alright. Should have seen that coming with the elves. Never mind. Yeah, we're gonna have an interesting time against this. We're gonna have to take a whole turn off to Vanquish or to Conclave Tribunal the Vanquisher's banner. Which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. If anyone hasn't seen Elf Ball, it's basically standard elves. They use stuff like Vanquisher's Banner to just go nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh, that feels good. That feels much better. Okay, so I think I'm going to go to combat anyway. And I'm going to attack with the Healer's Hawk. Damage. And then I'm going to Conclave Tribunal. Whip, whip. And I've taken that Vanquisher's Banner for sure. Yep. Alright. That's probably one of the most dangerous cards in their entire deck. I spoke too soon. Dear Lord. Yeah. I'd love a land here, because if I got a land I can Benalish Marshal and then throw everything under the bus. Yeah, I'm not blocking a 1-1. I'm okay with that. Healer's Hawk may not do it here, I'm afraid. The life gain though from both the Island Vanguard and the Healer's Hawk is mighty helpful against a threat like this. So I'm gonna play another Healer's Hawk and a Rusting Falcon. Theoretically, yes, I could have played a Pride Mate there and gone to combat, but I think next turn I'd rather play Pride Mate and then gain like 1,000,000 life. And I'm okay with them swinging with the Carnage Tyrant, depending on what they have here, obviously. If they have another one, I'm gonna... Oh my god! Oh no! Okay, cool. That's a turn, two-turn clock. I'm not okay with this. I think I just take it. I just take it, right? I mean, it's got trample. I can't do anything against that right now. Now I'm hoping for a Conclave Tribunal for the Blanchwood armor. Boof, boof. It's not going the way I'd hoped. Ah, that hurt. Yeah, you're not ideal. However, this is okay. This will get to a 5/5 like immediately, so that's not too bad. Apart from the fact that it's not good enough against this. Yeah. Rip, bro. I mean, I'm not dead this turn, so I could wait one more turn. If I manage to get a Banalish Marshal or the Leona Vanguard out next turn, I might be able to make the Pride Mate big enough. Unless... No, okay, that's fine. I was holding there. I thought it was going to be another Blanchwood armor, which would have been god-awful. I've just got to take it. Just got to... Ah, this is painful. Here comes the sound. Oh, it's very visceral. Ah. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. Because this deck doesn't have great removal. I think it has like a... Well, like 4 Rabid Bite, and I think that's it. So, if we Banalish Marshal here... Let's try and work this out. We Banalish Marshal, this becomes a 6/6, and it'll become 7/7, 8/8, 9/9, and then just stick a bunch of stuff under it. We might survive. We might actually survive. So go to combat. Yep, take action. Attack with these two boys. This might work. Maybe. Oh Lord, this is not good. We're sort of stabilizing though. Sort of. Sort of. I mean, are they just trying to get me? I mean, I'll make the trade. I will make that trade. This is going under this guy. So that's 9. I need to get 14 in there. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If they have a pump spell, we're just screwed, so. Well, let's see how it goes. It's 1 card. I mean, what are the chances? Any day now. Whoa. What a beating. The life gain that we're going to get here, though, is going to be beautiful. Nice, nice. Are they just dead? Actually, if we just attack with everything, they're just dead, right? Ripping peps upon him. Yeah, I've seen Elf Ball before, but that was a unique take on it with the Carnage Tyrants and the Blanchwood armors. We got a card. What do we get? What do we get? Thorn Elemental. Okay, I guess. Sure. All right. So, Spills, if you are ready to go, we will give this one more go. Let's see if we can do a 1v1 here. Whip. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. Waiting for opponent to challenge you back. Okay. Doesn't seem to be working. Let me see if there's anything I can do on this side. I'm just going to do a very quick little bit of troubleshooting here. So I'll just be back to you in 2 seconds. Hello again, we have returned. So, we have figured it out that all this time this was actually supposed to be a capital S. So, now that we have that sorted, we can throw a game. Let's see how this goes. I really should build another couple of singleton decks, they're a lot of fun. I realised I had a lot of good cards for Golgari, which is not a colour combination that I would normally play. I tend to be quite Grixis, in case anyone's noticed. Most, if not all, of my decks are Grixis colours. But let's see what we got. I mean, we have one or two plays. It's really hard to tell what's anything that's decent. I mean, I could get red mana next turn. I could get red mana never. You know, it's probably fine. All I know is I'm doing a turn 2 Burglar Rat, so that's all that matters. One torchy boy. Let's go. Anybody in the chat at the moment that has just arrived, welcome. We are playing a bit of 1v1 currently against Spills, which is herself just over here. It's Leanne. She's totally not screen sniping right now. Definitely not stream sniping. Okay, let's see what we got. I am gonna make you discard a card. I love this little guy. He's pretty good. Bubba Bubba?
Is it okay?
What an interesting card to discard. Because you still get value. Fair. What are they looking to play? I'm okay with this trade. Hey! Red mana! I'm a wait. I'm a wait to do that. I'm in no rush to do it at on my turn there, so. Yeah, that's also kind of fine. In we go. Oh, look at him. Oh, that animation is so good. So good. What you gonna do about nickel bolus, yeah? Ah, discarded direct current. This incidental value. Ooh. Rude. So rude. Yep. Hit me. You fly, boy. I think I'm okay with doing this and keeping this. This seems fine. Yeah. Ooh. Very interesting. I think I want both. I think I want both. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I'm under any huge pressure at the moment because there's been no big things played, so I think I'm okay with that. Feeling kind of safe right now. Yeah, boy. Passing the turn, eh? I think I'm gonna do this, and I think I'm gonna do this. Get to a nice stable spot. Yeah. I know what I'm sacking. Excellent. Board is nice and clear. That's what I like to see. The best magic is when the opponent's playing no magic. Yep. And charge you, boy. Whoop. The animation is so cool. Such a good card. What made them think it would be good to have a creature that basically needs like 2 removal spells to get rid of? That is something I very much don't want to see. And this is what we call turning the corner. I feel this is actually a good call now. Very nice. I would have probably liked this a turn previous before putting down my threats, but yeah, it's still probably fine. I love the music in this. It sounds great. It's very fitting for the general feel and stuff. Do I wanna? I think I'll surveil one time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep both. I'm gonna keep both right there. Yeah. At least this is a race I can win, so far. And before this gets exiled somehow. Yeah. I think I'll actually hold on. I want to get that I want to get this, so I'm gonna use that to get it. Okay, that's... If my opponent wants to jump here, I am fine with that. If anybody's watching at the moment, hello. Anyone that is watching, if you want to do a 1v1 game with me, live on stream, all you have to do is just throw down the chat that you want to play a game. If you're followed, I'll jump straight in and play a game with you. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I also think I'm okay with that. Yeah. And then I'm going to have a look, see what my opponent's working with. That's an annoying card. Yeah. Yep, very much so. I will set up the next couple of draws, I reckon. That's nice, that's nice. Do I need it against anything in particular here now, though? I don't think so. I think I'm actually going to bin this, and I definitely don't need that. So... Oh. Okay, I guess. I can see their problem here with the double white and the just the one planes here. Oh. Yeah, that resolves. Sure. Yep. In we go. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna go to combat. Hup, hup. I'm gonna do a bit of stealing. Yeah. Womp womp. Give me that. Yeah, this is a particularly problematic card. Yeah. Get a pinchy mix thing, but he's just coming up here now. Look at him go, look at him go. Ah, there he is. Every time I'm on this map, I guess, or arena, whichever you want to call it, that little scorpion, every time I see him, I'm like, oh! Clicking him like crazy. Being like, hurry up, scorpion, you can do it. Whatever you're going to do. The music just fills you with such determination. Okay. All in, boys. Eh. Could be a settler wreckage. If there's a settle here. Do I smell a settle? No, it's a plains. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna do the real bad rub-ins here. No. I just got. I feel bad for that. I feel bad for that. I do, but it was too funny not to do. What was that?
Bitch.
She's calling me a little bitch. She's just, for anyone that doesn't know yet, she's actually just over here. Lying down. It's her birthday and everything, and there was those bad rub-ins. Yeah. Yeah, well. Sometimes that comes back to bite you, though. We had a great... We actually... Lance Leaving, one of the other fans of this channel, that was on last night, or the night before. He was playing against us, and he was playing, is it Phoenix, and I was playing Blue White Mill. Now you would think that Blue White Mill, that would actually help enable their game plan, and yes, for the most part it is, and it's not a great matchup, especially considering Blue White Mill is just not a great deck in general. I'll bring it up here while I'm talking about it. But I was playing this against them last, no, not last night, I keep saying that, not last night, it was the night before, and what he did was he went for super rub-ins by trying to cast as many spells as humanly possible with an Electromancer out and everything, and I was holding a Settle the Wreckage in hand, and I had 2 Psychic Corrosion out, and he started casting spell after spell after spell after spell, and he finally got to getting like another Phoenix out, and then he only attacks with 1. I'm at 3 health. He attacks with 1 of them. Smelling that Settle, he was like, I know it's there. And I was like, well, I have to cast it, don't I? And then he just kept spamming, good game, good game, good game. And I untapped and got a Chemister's Insight. And I looked at his library, and he had only 8 cards left in the library. And with 2 Psychic Corrosion out, after already drawing 2 for the turn and milling another 4, he was down then to 4 in hand, or 4 in deck. So I cast Chemister's Insight. He got milled completely, and it was because he was trying to rub it in just too hard. So it was a great clip. It's actually tagged for MTG Top 5 this week, so if you keep an eye out for it there, it might actually show up, fingers crossed. But this was the deck anyway. It was, you know, just basically a bunch of spells that draw cards, and then Psychic Corrosion's the win con. Teferi's the backup win con, which I never like using for backup win cons because it just takes so long. Like, sure, if you wanna do it, it is competitive, and I get it, but playing it on Arena, it's just not fun, you know. Psychic Corrosion, on the other hand, you play that against someone, and you get the nice emote spammed constantly, which is good. But yeah, if anybody's on at the moment and wants to 1v1 me, just make sure you follow the channel and just click on the chat. Let me know, and we'll play a game. Let's see. What can we do now? We'll run through 1 or 2 more things. You know what I'll do? I personally wanted to actually test Pants Party, so we'll give it a quick go. We'll give it a quick go. The whole idea of this is basically put pants on things. Bear in mind, this is the very first draft of this deck, so if it happens to be terrible, it's because it probably is. I was considering running blue, so I could run smaller dudes like Merfolk Mistbinder, but then also Curious Obsession, Dive Down, Spell Pierce, that kind of thing, to make sure the guys are more protected. At the moment, it's in white here. Sheltering Light is the thing that you're putting on them. Now, this is kind of one of the unfortunate things of this deck, is that if you do not have a creature in hand, your hand is unkeepable. So I hit the wrong button. Oh my god. Instead of actually clicking Mulligan, like I definitely should have, I've now got a hand full of auras and nothing to put them on. At least I'm on the draw. I'll get an extra card. That worked out beautifully, actually. Yeah. And against the deck with minimal removal with Merfolk, so I might actually not be that punished for this. If this one coming up now is a land or even another creature, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, land is good. I can do with land. Come on, let's see who's going to be more explosive here. It's probably my opponent, but you never know. Never know. What would be really sweet here would be a Danitha. Because that means that next turn we can put 2, maybe 3 of these enchantments on, which would be pretty slick. Pretty slick indeed, because this thing will become a house. These are starting to get a little bigger than I'd like them to be, though. I think we just make this a big boy. I mean, they can't really attack very well now, so if I just hold back until this thing becomes a monster, then maybe we'd be okay. Maybe. A lot of these types of decks tend not to run removal, but I feel Lava Coil is just too good to not include. Also, Resurgence is in as like a 1 of maybe, I think, or 2 of, but it's crazy in this deck. I'm gonna make this thing really, really big. Yep, I'm okay with coming in with this. Ooh. I'm gonna win this race for sure. Please don't kill this. Please don't kill this. You know, if I got a land now, this will be 10 out of 10. Because this would end the game on the spot. Oh my god. Who do I think is better, LeBron or Curry? I am not 100% sure what you're talking about. Curry? Like, I assume by LeBron you mean like LeBron James, but Curry? I'm not big on sports, by the way. Pro tip. I think I'm going to give Pants Party another go. That was that worked surprisingly well. Now, granted, my opponent had 0 removal, so we shall see. Grimhilt. Some people's names are really badass in this. Let's see what we have here. Can we keep this? Probably not, but I'm probably going to anyway. Well, we have some equipment that we can throw out. Daneth is going to make it cheap as chips. I'm also on the draw. I'm going to get another card closer to a red mana. I mean, the sequencing might be a little strange here, but excuse me. I think I'll keep it. Again, this has a tendency to work perfectly fine on, say, like 3 lands. 4 is ideal. But we'll see how this goes. I'm really hoping. Ooh, they're on dinos? It's weird. This might actually be able to hold up its own against dinos, depending on how the draws go here. It's not exactly what I wanted to see, but hey. I think the more important thing here is Shield of the Realm. Because if we manage to get a mountain this turn, we can play Champion of the Flame, equip this, and make it a 3/3 that has 2 of all damage prevented all the time. But it seems like that's too much to ask for right now, so we'll just play Rose Globes and pass the turn. Oh boy. These are both 1-ofs in this deck, by the way. But they're kind of cool to stick on. Champion of the Flame or Valduk or anything really. That's kind of annoying. Shield of the Realm's going to help against that, so all we need to do is just draw a land. This is what, turn 4? Turn 4 or so, where we could have drawn a land. If I'm not mistaken, this deck runs 22 lands. I mean, it's not exactly skimping on them. So Oh, that's rough. At least we can cast response and kill something, but... What do we drop? I think... He's too good for turning the corner. She's probably going to keep us in the game. I think we drop a lava coil. It's not really great, you know. I mean, I'm not going to use it on that. It feels real bad. These aren't going to do a whole lot themselves, but what are you going to be playing here? Nothing big, I hope. What time are we getting up to? We are up to 2 hours, coming up on 2 hours on the stream. It's going to be a short one today, so I think there's only going to be a couple more games, and then I'm going to close it up for the evening. So if anybody's watching and wants to get a 1v1 in, by all means, now is the time to throw the name in for it. That's big and annoying looking. It feels real bad. I think I'm going to have to do this on the night of the Stampede, because it's probably the biggest threat here. Yeah, that's us dead. That is us dead. Sadness. Oh well, can't win them all. Let's see now. Sorry, I've noticed there seems to be a bit of a delay going on recently with the Streamlabs. There's the broadcasting software that I use. So all of the updates on it are very, very slow. So slight delay on this, but the one fitzer, thank you for the €10 donation, and that is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Yes, so I think we're just gonna play one more game with the Pants Party, and I think we're gonna leave it at that. Nope. Nope. What a name. Okay, let's take a check on our hand here and see what we got. Bunch of dudes and nothing to do with them. Let's go with it. Yeah, definitely turn one Evolving Wilds. Yep. Hello, opponent. How you doing? Gonna crack this for an old mountain. Give me one of those, please. This turn, I think I'm gonna Rogue's Gloves. The reason for that is I would prefer to try and keep them from getting killed as soon as possible. We'll see how this goes. Let's see what the opponent's got. Golgari. Okay. Well, they haven't done a whole lot, so that's good to know. I also think I'm going to wait a turn so that I can throw this on and at least keep them protected. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because they might just tap it and play something now. It's not fantastic to see, but it's better than nothing. So it's better than some things they could be putting on. Yeah, if they cast this down or something, it's probably going to be not great. Yeah. It's not amazing. Not amazing. Oh, that's pretty okay, though. I'm okay with putting out a... You know what? I'm going to put out 2 champions this turn. Because they can't kill both. Well, they can, but the chances are quite low. So if you got a way of killing one of them, or both, then fair play. But I think it's going to be hard to kill both. Unless they have a golden demise or something, maybe. Perhaps. Death Baron! Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I think... Ooh, this is interesting. What can we do here? So this will cost 1. We won't be able to equip the Rogue's Gloves this turn if we play Danitha, though, is the only thing. But I feel Danitha is the better investment play here. And I actually think Lava Coiling the Death Baron is probably a decent call here. We'll see how that goes. I know we can't really attack this turn, but I've got great plans for next turn. Sure. These creatures with power 4 are greater. I'm yet to see them, but I'm sure they're great. Yeah, one is going on this guy. And you know what? I think I'm actually just going to put this on the same guy. I know it's a little bit risky, but I get to draw a card now, so... If my opponent has an answer for this, it's fair. I mean, it's a risky play, but... Or if they don't, that's a nice swing. Yeah, I'm going to draw a card. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to hold that for next turn. What have you got? What big dumb dudes have you got? I feel if they don't have an answer for this, like now. Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. Because all I have to do now is put this onto that. And unless this is a cast down, I pretty much win the game. Actually, this is comical. I put this on here. Now, I could get blown out here with a cast down. If that is a cast down, I'm screwed. But, if I cast this, I now get 2 combat steps. I don't think they can survive this. I really don't think they can survive this. Okay, opponent, what have you got? Yep, it's got menace though. You got it. Yep. Uh-huh. Did they just read Resurgence? Yeah, I think they did. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of built this on the basis of the idea of the blue-white auras deck in the last standard, with the likes of SRAM. Adanto Vanguard should probably actually be in this. The more I think about it, quite resilient to removal. So, yeah. So I think with that, I think I'm going to wind up the stream now for tonight. A bit of a short stream. I've got to get ready now to head down to Awfully for. Yeah, Adanto would protect creatures with pants. No, Adanto Vanguard, the one where you pay 4 life and it gains indestructible, so it'll protect itself. The Dauntless Bodyguard, though, that's actually also a good idea. Yes, that is a good call too. So yes, I'm gonna close down the stream now. It was great fun. It was a nice, short but sweet couple of games there. Played through with the rareless red deck. We had a couple of games with White Weenie. White Weenie obviously did much better than no rare red. And then we had a Pants Party, which was a lot of fun. So Pants Party is likely to make a return because it's just really janky and really fun. But in the meantime, I will not be on for the rest of the weekend. I may be back on... What day? There's a chance I might have a stream. Let me just cut over to the actual camera here for a moment. So I am, yes, like I said, going down to Awfully for the weekend. I will be back on Sunday. I don't know if I will have time to stream or not. Hopefully I will. But if not, I will be back here on Monday. And like I said in the last stream, the schedule is coming up very, very soon. I'm in the last couple of stages of planning it out. And if all goes according to plan, we should have that up by sometime this coming week. So anybody that was here tonight, if you're still here and you're still watching, thank you very much for coming along. Anyone that donated tonight, the one fitzer, thank you very much for the donation. Anyone else that has followed, there were a couple of people towards the start of the stream there. And if you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching this all the way through to the end. Until next time, I will see you then.